Aloha everyone, welcome to the next installation of Painting Parade. So today I have a mini series to share with you, and these are a series of small 4x4 or 5x5 inch paintings that are painted on these gallery wrapped canvases, also ready to hang. Or you can display them on a flat surface, comme ça. So these are all intentionally created value-based paintings. Each painting has a word on them. So this one says CONSERVANCY. This one says MAJESTIC. And this has silver paint, acrylic paint. I've hand lettered everything. They're not stencils. I think it's coming across maybe backwards, but I will take photos and share them as well so you can get a better sense of what it looks like head on. This one says INTROSPECTION, and this one says EVOLUTION. This one has kind of a sheen to it. And I paint onto the bottoms as well so that they're, any way you look at them, they still have an image. And then finally I have one that says SOAR. So this series can be bought individually or collected as a unit, as a series for a special price. So let me know if you're interested in these. And this comes from a time in my art career where I hadn't painted in a really long time, and I was just starting my foray as an entrepreneur, and I sold some of the paintings of this series in New York City, and I've never put them on sale again. I've just had them and enjoyed them in my space. They just carry more than an affirmation, the energetic of the word as a reminder of what that word holds. So I will, let's see, I'll show them all again, maybe one by one so you can see. So there's SOAR. Here is EVOLUTION. And of course the hearts would refer to love, the evolution into love. INTROSPECTION, this is a favorite of mine. And this is, the fonts are all hand painted by me. I love lettering, so I made that font up myself. And then we have MAJESTIC. And finally, we have CONSERVATION with the leaf motif. And again, they're painted all onto all sides. And they can be hung with a nail and just hung just like this, or you can put them in an altar or a shelf, anywhere where you're going to be able to appreciate the message that it holds. I've had them just in my own personal collection, and I'm ready to, the reason why I'm selling all these paintings is to create a cash infusion to invest into taking more courses with the modality that I'll be starting to share with you in my next series of videos. So I've kind of been taking you all through an evolution of my painting journey. The first painting I showed yesterday has never been offered for sale. It's a Chinese watercolor on silk. Hi, Mom. And that one is the oldest painting that I have. And I've never actually sold or even tried to sell any of my Chinese watercolors before. So I'm excited to see who feels like it's meant to be in their home or their office or creative space. And so this series here was from another phase of my art when I hadn't done anything since college. I did double major in art studio and communications, so I did a lot of art in college. And then I moved to New York City and I didn't do much art at all. I was working in high-end retail, doing sales, and I met a bunch of street artists who were selling their wares on the streets of Soho in New York City, and became friends with some of them. And I was inspired to create a whole series of art from that. And then I manifested getting laid off totally intentionally from where I was working, and I got to, my mom actually came with me out on the street a few times in New York, schlepping all my art stuff. It was great to just be in that creative zone, kind of like this bohemian era of my life where I was, showing up and seeing who responded and just putting myself out there. It's kind of rough on the body for any of those of you who may have vended before, especially if you can imagine on the streets of New York City. So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of the backstory of that time. And I was a radical activist back then, and already kind of seeing the value of creating art that would inspire. So I was doing an intentional creative process back then, even though I didn't have the name for it. And so reach out to me with any inquiries. And I, again, am selling each of these paintings individually, or you can buy them as a set for a better deal. All right. Aloha. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in for Painting Parade.